Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll look at how we can connect remotely to this Linux Mint machine from another Linux machine. In this case it's going to be an Ubuntu machine, as well as from a Windows PC machine using SSH keys. Now on the Linux Mint machine we just need to make sure that SSH is running. We can check using systemctl status SSH, so it's active and running. Now on the Ubuntu Linux machine as well as the Windows PC machine, we'll need to generate SSH keys. It's going to be a pair of a public and private key, and this by default is placed in the .ssh directory. You will do ls-l ssh. You see there's no keys, so let's go ahead and create the keys. To generate the keys, the command is ssh keygen. Press enter. It's gonna generate public private key pair, the default key type. This is the default key type. Then the directory where it's gonna place the keys is gonna be this one. You can specify your own here. I'm gonna go with the default. Now here you can create a passphrase for your private key, or you can just not create one and press enter. Let me create a passphrase here. And the key has been created. Let's rerun the command. This is the key pair. You can also specify the key type when you run the keygen command. So let's create another key type. We'll say SSH keygen. The type will use EC. Let's use ECDSA key type. The bit size 384. Again, it's going to be a private public key pair. This is the location where it's going to be placed, and you can go with the passphrase, or you can just not have one. I'm gonna not create one so we can see the differences when we log in. And that should be it as far as the keys. Let's just verify here that we have the two key pairs. Now the next step is to transfer the public keys to the Linux Mint machine. Let's look at the command for doing that. Now you'll need the IP address in order for us to run the command. The IP address for this Linux Mint machine, let's do IP address. And the IP address is 172.16.1.104. Let's run the command to transfer the keys. Actually, we can just verify we can reach that device first. Let's do a ping count to 172.16.1.104, and we can reach it. Now the command to transfer the keys is SSH copy ID, then user eno at 172.16.1.104. yes, password for the user eno. Keys were added. You can make sure that the keys are added, and then you can use this command to connect or log in using SSH. Let's go here. Clear again. Let's do ls.ssh-l ssh. Now we have a new file here. This is where the keys are going to be placed. I can do cut SSH authorized keys. These are the two keys. Now that we have transferred the public keys and verify that they're transferred, let's go ahead and log in. The command is ssh eno at 172.16.1.104. Press enter. Now we have to enter the passphrase or the password for the private key that we created. Let's try again here, and I'm able to log in. Okay, that's me right there. You can come over here and check the logs. Clear. Let's use journal ctl-u ssh service. Go to the end. Accepted public key from eno from this IP. So that's, and then it should show us the key type here. Okay, let's do another login. Exit, clear. Let's do another login here. Let me do shell. So this time we'll specify the key we want to use. We'll use this key type. We'll rerun the same command we ran earlier and make a slight modification here. -I. And then we want to use SSH ID DSA, and remember this one I didn't create a passphrase, so you should just log in without asking for one, and I'm logged in. Okay, let's see the version. Let's release. It's Linux Mint. Wilma. I got an exit. And come back here and check the logs again. And you can see the key type this time is different. Okay, so on the Windows PC, to create the keys is the same command, and it's going to be placed in this folder. If I do dir.ssh, there's no keys. I can do SSH keygen. This is the default key type. It's going to create a public and private key pair. This is where it's going to place it. So I'll press enter here. You can create a passphrase, or you can just not create one. There's the key. And now the next step is again to transfer the key. So on the Windows PC, you can use SCP to transfer the key. So you can say SCP, the key we want to transfer. It's gonna be the public key, not the private key. 255.19.pub, and we're sending it to 172.16 1.104 colon yes, password for the user email. And this key should have been sent to the Linux Mint device. There's the key, and the next thing is to append it to the authorized keys file. So if I do cat authorized keys, this is the keys I have. Let's see if we can append this key here. Let's look at the contents, cat ID, and let's see, repeat the same command, redirect to this right here, .ssh, authorized keys, rerun the command, and that's the key from the PC, and back at the PC, use the same, back at the PC, we can use the same command to log in, SSH eno at 72.16.1.104. And since I didn't create a passphrase for the key, I didn't get asked for it, so I'm logged in. That's me right there. That's my IP. And I exit. I do IP config. That's my IP. Okay, and finally you can just check the logs again one last time. This is the connection, and this is the key type, IP, public key accepted. Let's check another location. Let's look at another location where we can check the logs. It's gonna be, let's say, cat var log. This will also show you the logs. Accepted a key from that IP, that's the key type. So that's all for this video. That's how you can connect to a Linux Mint machine remotely using SSH keys. I hope this has been helpful. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.